Everybody.
Dear Myra, you know,
Yeah.
Dear Abby.
Dear Abby. Dear Annie.
Right, yeah, it used to be Dear Abby.
Yeah,
But
sure.
then Abby became too old and then
Sure.
they got
Right.
another person. Now
Yeah.
it's Annie.
Yeah, yeah.
Annie.
Annie.
Maybe
That-
Annie is getting older too.
I met might be your sister. There was Ann Landers.
Okay.
I read that article on my YouTube almost every day. Dear Annie, Dear Abby, and the 인생 상담, 인생 story on my YouTube.
Great. So we have Jane. All the way from Sorok. Yeah.
Are you crying?
Because I was thinking now, where is that? I hope I will put it in words. Because it's just, I think, where is the biggest power coming from?
With the biggest one.
Power.
Biggest power,
Mm.
as well biggest pain. Like big blessing and big pain.
Mm.
And I think it's connected with, what do you think? Say something. Where does the biggest power is generated? And where the biggest pain is?
Love?
Yeah, but more concretely.
Other people?
Hmm?
Other people?
Yeah, but I think completely like the origin is within the vertical relationship parent-child. Parent-child. And I think very simply say, if the child is in pain, parents are in more pain.
Yes, yes, of course.
More pain. Even child doesn't know that, yeah? But when child start to recognize the heart of the parent, incredible liberation happen for the parent. The parent cannot liberate himself by themselves. The child can do that. And I think if because there were all these kind of religious figures, and I think the value of for example, if we take Jesus, the biggest value of him was actually that he was in the situation where he could not do what he was supposed to do, and those who was prepared went against him, did not recognize him, but he turned it. He could say, oh, you don't understand, and you're so, I cannot now liberate all mankind now, it will be prolonged, and so on. But in that situation, he could say, he could love in that situation his enemy, yes? I think this is a big, very strong power, but where did he find this energy? How he could forgive and love and be positive, really. And that's connected also with my life. I feel how I can do that when I start to understand a little bit about God's heart. And I think because Jesus understood about God's heart, so he was able to do that. And I feel this is this. It's for me the biggest thing when I start to recognize the reality of God's heart, Like, for example, and for example, there was a testimony, some kind of spiritual testimony, and Buddha was there talking, and he said, one thing, I'm so sorry, I never teach about God. I never taught about God's heart or something like that. Why? Because I didn't know him. And I think wherever, of course, we can be positive, this kind of positive thinking, being grateful, fine. But I feel where really this energy comes from is recognizing God's heart. And when I'm able to comfort God's heart, then incredible energy comes down. And I think when I look at the life of others, some kind of special people who moved the world, or who could cross the borders and turn enemy into friends or into. Definitely, this is like incredible. If you look at the life of Reverend Moon or Mrs. Moon, it's just how they could do that, like how they could continue, you know. Like so many things happen, and when you look at the life of, for example, there is a mother and there's a handicapped child, yes, and when you see the mother, how they investing and believe in the child, even there is like certain things you cannot change. The child cannot be healthy anymore, yes, but still she's investing, she's giving. It's the power of parental heart which is so powerful that can go beyond anything. And I feel I feel like what mobilized my life is because you know, when God is looking what's happening with the people, you know, and people we don't feel God enough and His will, and there were only few people who could catch something, yeah. But now I feel like it's time that we, because there is also a clear process that people can quickly indemnify things. Of course, it happened all kind of accident and cancer and these kind of things. Of course, you often don't have chance because you need to find a positive view, otherwise you get crazy from this pain. And everybody has pain every day from all kinds of things. But I think the reason why we have these pains is because the past is not liberated. God is not liberated. Past is not liberated because so many, like Mr. Moon shared, you know, there were like so many things how people live difficult life. Where they are in the spirit world and keeping the pain again. And we need to liberate it. So that's why things happening to us, that cancer, that this happened, that something, basically all the time with the pain of the body, of course, pain of the mind, of course. But, but I feel what we need to understand is like, what is the best way to indemnify this, that, as you said, that we don't pass it to our descendants and we stop it. And I think what certain religious people know, or they're catching it, how to indemnify it quickly. Or